Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to today's gameplay commentary. As you can see, today is the turn of Black Ops 3 multiplayer and you're about to watch a TDM on the map Stronghold. And as you'll see in a second, I'm going to be using an SMG based class, specifically the VMP. So yeah, apologies for the lack of videos the last couple of days. I've been not necessarily busy, but I've just been tired and I've come home and haven't really done anything, including playing. I haven't played any games recently, to be honest. I've had a busy couple of weeks, so I'm just resting, not really doing much. I'm a bit surprised actually, because normally I'd relax, play some games and stuff, but I haven't really been doing any of that. I've just been, I don't know what I've been doing, to be honest. Time's just escaping me, but I haven't really done much of anything in particular. Hopefully some highlights collections coming up in the next couple of days, and then I'm hoping another gameplay commentary this weekend, but I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, just forgive me. As I said, I've been busy with real life stuff, so I just haven't had time to record and edit and all the rest of it. But anyway, tell you what I've been doing. Well, okay, so it's not technically a game, but Pokemon Go, yeah, I know. I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going away to play the game or anything, but that's probably the most that I've done gaming-wise, like, in the last couple of weeks. Well, last week or so, anyway. So basically, I do a bit of it on the way to and from work. So, you know, as I'm walking to the bus stop in the morning, then when I'm on the bus, I'll hit a few Pokestops, maybe catch a few Pokemon if there's anything new, anything interesting. But it's mostly just the same old, you know, Pidgeys, Rattatas. That's about it, really. Occasionally I'll find something interesting and I'll just catch it as I go along. I caught an Onyx the other day, which was quite surprising. I thought it was some sort of a weird-looking Weevil or something at first. I was like, oh wow, it's an Onyx. So that was quite nice. That was the highlight of my my bus ride that day, and that was the only thing I caught that was interesting. The rest was, as I said, just pretty standard stuff. And then obviously on the way home, I do a bit of walking. I take sort of a scenic route home now. I could get off one stop. Normally I'd get off at the certain bus stop, but these days I get off at the next one, so that I can sort of walk an extra 100 meters or so to go past a couple of Pokestops and then on the way home, which I wouldn't do if I get off at the other stop. So that's probably about, as I said, that's about as much gaming as I've done recently in the last couple of days. Definitely in the last week or so, Pokemon Go is probably the most I've played, and as I said, that's the height of my playing. Literally just walking an extra couple hundred meters and playing on the bus as I'm riding to and from work. But anyway, enough about Pokemon Go. So today's topic I was going to talk about, well, I am going to talk about, is all these gossip sites. Not necessarily gossip sites, but you know, like on YouTube, there's like, you know, there's all sorts of these like not news sites, but they follow like the dramas of everyday YouTubers and that sort of thing. And I just thought it made for a really interesting topic because a couple of weeks ago I made a video about CS:GO Lotto, the scandal that's erupted over that. I don't really know what the story is. I don't know what's happening at the moment. I think they're waiting to hear some sort of ruling from a court or something, blah blah blah. But as I said, I've not really followed it, so I don't really know. But at the time, it was pretty big news because it might have been like sort of illegal. I don't know. As I said, I don't know what the situation is, but I do know it's a big story at the time, and I talked about it. You know, shared some of my thoughts and opinions on that. If you're interested in hearing those, then obviously just check out the channel. The video's on there somewhere. It's only a couple of weeks old, so it's not that far behind to find. So yeah, at the same time as that sort of story breaking, I suddenly realised that there were quite a few of these like gossip channels around, you know, talking about YouTubers and the stuff that's going on in their lives, and maybe, you know, the stuff that I don't really care about really, but for some reason, like, these videos get lots and lots of views, and I was really surprised. We're talking millions of views per video, and the stories weren't even that interesting. I don't think, like, people, like, you know, maybe YouTubers having a bit of a scrap, or someone's breaking up with someone else, you know, like just like gossip column stuff that you read in like the local newspaper, or like, you know, I don't know if your mom or your sister reads, you know, like, you know, those magazines. I mean, I'm a bloke, so I don't really know what the hell's going on in these magazines. I've never read one in my life, and I don't think I'll ever read one, not cover to cover anyway. But you know, it's like just stories like that, and it's just fascinating that gaming has become such a big thing now in everyday life, that these channels can thrive off talking about gossip stories and scandals and things like that, and you know, they're really popular, these channels, and I as I said, I'm not interested in this sort of stuff, so I don't really understand why, but I mean, you know, each to their own, right? You know, it's just fascinating to me that this is so popular. Get lucky here with the care package. As you see, I get the wraps, so that does help out the team, and as you can see, it's quite a close game, so well, you'll see in a second. I get a few kills from it, but not, you know, it could have been more, could have been less, you know, it's one of them things, but it did definitely help the team. Anyway, so yeah, I was just really surprised at how popular these channels are. And there's a few of them. There's not just one or two. There's like at least half a dozen big channels that report on this sort of stuff. I say report, it's not news, as I said. It's just talking about gossip and scandals. And something that was quite interesting, at the same time as this CSGO Lotto story broke, well, just after, I remember one of the videos talking about how these two YouTubers were sort of like they were having each other out or something. Someone said something about something and then they replied on Twitter or blah blah blah. You know how it is, goes back and forth, back and forth. And then a couple of days later it culminated in one of the YouTubers apparently attacking the other one, like full on, like went round to his gaff and then had words in front of his house and then hit him with a right hook or something. And then that was quite interesting. Well, you know, relatively speaking. And then a couple of days after that, it turns out that this whole news story, well, again, it's not news story. This whole like incident was staged by the two YouTubers in question. I can't remember their names now. It's not people that I follow or anything like that. But they're quite big. They've got big channels and stuff. So that's why it was breaking news for these news channels, gossip channels. And they were talking about the same thing that I'm talking about now, basically, is that for some reason these gossip channels are really popular, and for some reason people in the gaming community are just really interested in these sort of drama incidents, and so that's why they staged. I mean, I imagine they wanted to get the views out of it, and they both got a lot of views out of it, and they both got noticed, which I guess is what they wanted. So I mean, they you know, they got benefits from it, and the people who made stories about, well, who talked about them in their videos, in the news stories, gossip stories, they also got benefit from views and stuff like that. But I just thought it was really interesting. And yeah, so they were talking about how easy it is to manipulate like the situation and just, you know, just to get noticed, sort of thing. And it was just something really innocent. Like, obviously, you know, you have a few angry words on Twitter and then it escalates, but then it turned to violence, and I thought that was a bit weird. You know, having words is one thing, but then going around to someone's house and physically attacking them, that's a whole nother level, that is. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's what I was just saying. Today's topic was just talking about that and how these channels are so big now, and it's just really intriguing that people are, you know, really interested in everyday dramas of YouTubers. You know, it's like, it's not the sort of thing you think about, but that's just how big gaming is these days. Anyway, any thoughts that you'd like to share regarding the topic, let me know in the comment section below. But that'll do it for this video. So if you enjoyed the video, consider tapping that like button. I really do appreciate it. And as I said, more content's come up during the week. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later.